Hi everybody, my name is Christopher Gedeon, and I'm here to promote my project, the City of Pittsburgh Holiday Music Festival. Starting with the project overview, the City of Pittsburgh hosts countless concerts across multiple venues throughout the year. Besides those, Pittsburgh would like to implement a venue to host community-focused concerts to promote local business, local contractors, local volunteers, and local musicians. After looking at the project overview, we will move on to the project charter to dig deeper into some of the more specific goals and objectives of this proposed project. First, we have the overall objective. The overall objective is to design and implement a community concert for major holidays, bringing revenue to the city of Pittsburgh and local businesses, as well as to promote local musicians, contractors, and volunteers, with the first concert being ready for Halloween of 2022. Next, we have the expected benefits. The implementation of the concert will bring in revenue to the city of Pittsburgh, allow local businesses and musicians to showcase their product/talent, and employ local companies to run the event smoothly. Next, we have the funding. The city of Pittsburgh will generously provide $160,000 to build the concert venue, employ contractors and staff if necessary, pay performers, and promote the events. Moving forward with the next steps of the project charter, we have the major deliverables. The major deliverables include the location for the event, stage construction, local business promotion, security, sanitation/medical facilities, and quality entertainment. Finally, we have the acceptance criteria. All qualitative and quantitative factors aligning with the City of Pittsburgh's goals and satisfactory payments for performers. Moving forward, we have the milestone schedule for this event. This provides a breakdown for when each event should occur in order for the project to stay on time for Halloween 2022. 10 months before Halloween 2022, we would like to have the business promotion layouts finished, as well as the land picked out to host the events. 9 months before, we would like to start acquiring the stage and venue materials. 6 months before, we would like to have determined the local business applications, determine the musical talent, and outline the volunteer/staff roles, if necessary. Next, 5 months before the project end date, we will have begun the promotion of the concert. As we start getting closer to the project deadline, 2 months before, we would begin building the concert stage and business pop-up tents, announce the musical and business lineups, and finally complete any lighting/sound checks as necessary. 1 month before the project deadline, a venue walkthrough shall be completed, the fencing and security be put into place, and test the customer walkthrough flow. Within the last 2 weeks before the project deadline, the drug testing equipment should be gathered as well as preparing the sanitary/medical facilities. Finally, a day before the concert, a final walkthrough will be completed of the venue. Next, we have the work breakdown structure. This provides key steps in order to complete the project on time, along with who will be responsible for each task. We currently have 5 people working on this project. Myself, a City of Pittsburgh representative, a building contractor, a security contractor, and a medical contractor. Each person is provided tasks that align with their specific jobs. Overall, the work is split into 4 major categories, those being concert preparation, security preparation, medical preparation, and the final preparation. Moving forward, we have the responsibility assignment matrix. This matrix provides key information about who is the primary responsibility for each task, marked with a P on the graph, and who is the support responsibility, marked with an S on the graph. Similarly to the work breakdown structure, the responsibility assignment matrix provides an overall look at who is responsible for each task of the project in order to finish by the deadline of Halloween 2022. As you can see, each of the 5 people working on this project are assigned tasks that align with their specific jobs. For example, the security contractor has a responsibility of building the fencing and security aspects and to test the customer walkthrough flow after the fencing and security has been installed. Moving forward, we have the network diagram. The network diagram provides information about the sequential tasks that must be completed in order to finish the project on time, as well as any tasks that will begin after the completion of the task before it. The network diagram is crucial for the overall project flow and provides valuable information such as start and end dates and any crucial tasks in the project, marked as red. Next, we have the project schedule Gantt chart. The Gantt chart provides an overall look and a numbered and easy to read overview of all tasks that must be completed to finish the project. As stated before, the project is broken down into 4 major subsections. 1. Concert preparation, 2. Security preparation, 3. Medical preparation, and 4. The final check. With each major subsection, there are subsequent tasks that fall underneath these. These tasks make up the steps in order to complete that specific subsection. The Gantt chart also provides crucial information, such as who is responsible for each task, the duration of each task, predecessors of any of the tasks, and any resources that may be allocated to the tasks. Moving forward, we have the resource usage sheet. As you can see in the graphs, this project is very labor intensive. There will be 5 people working on this project, with each person's task listed below, as well as the amount of time each task is set to take. In the smaller graph, we take a look at the tasks that are assigned costs, such as the building materials and security and fencing aspects. After looking at the resource usage sheet, we dive a little bit deeper into the overall expenses by looking at the estimated costs. The estimated costs contain the labor rate, the overall labor costs, the material costs, marketing costs, payment costs, potential staff salary costs, and finally the contingency reserve. Each contractor has a set labor rate and a set amount of workdays according to the project schedule. Next, we have the material costs, which take up a significant amount of the estimated funding, being around $72,500. Next, we have the marketing, performer payment, potential staff salary, and a contingency reserve of $16,000. After looking at the estimated costs, we move on to the risk assessment matrix. Any project can be planned and dated as well as possible, but there is always a potential for risks to appear. Using the graph below, we tried to outline a couple of the potential risks that may appear beyond the entire timeline of this project. The first being an absent vendor/musician. Overall, the likelihood of the occurrence, marked with an L, M, and H standing for low, medium, and high, we have listed as low. For the degree of impact, similarly, L, M, and H for low, medium, and high, we have low. Whenever the action that would have to happen for us to trigger our response plan would be a musician/business being absent on the day of the concert. Next, we have a power failure. The likelihood of occurrence we have listed as low, but the degree of impact high. The action that would have to happen for us to trigger our response plan would be no power is available when the final walkthrough is complete a day before the Halloween of 2022. Next, we have overly intoxicated guests. The likelihood of occurrence we believe will be very low, but the degree of impact could be medium. The action that would have to happen for us to trigger a response plan would be if multiple attendees complain about a guest/guest is visibly being problematic, such as slurring words and or falling over. Next, over the past year, COVID has been the biggest impact everywhere. So we would like to account just in case the COVID variant becomes more prevalent. The likelihood of occurrence we have set currently at low, as there are very little cases in the United States being found out, but the degree of impact is very high. The action that would have to happen for us to trigger our response plan would be the government announces new regulations regarding social distancing for COVID. And then finally, we have the building materials delay risk. The likelihood of occurrence we have is medium, just because of all of these shipping delays and material handling delays that have happened over the last year. The degree of impact we have listed as high, because without the building materials, we won't be able to build the stage, / concert, and the business pop-up tents. The action that would have to happen for us to trigger a response plan would be if the finished building date is delayed by more than 2 weeks. Finally, we have the conclusion for this project proposal. The proposed project, City of Pittsburgh Holiday Music Festival, will enable the local citizens of Pittsburgh to enjoy a festive activity in their own backyard. Not only will it provide a sense of holiday spirit for the people of Pittsburgh, but will promote local contractors, businesses, and musicians. The concert proposal has a potential to be a great long-term revenue stream for the City of Pittsburgh. At the end of this process, the people of Pittsburgh will have a brand new holiday event that will attract people of all ages and backgrounds while promoting the ideals that Pittsburgh holds dear to itself. Thank you for listening.